One of the biggest misconceptions after 60 is the belief that vision loss, memory decline, and inflammation are simply unavoidable parts of aging that must be managed, not improved. This mindset often leads people to rely only on passive approaches like taking multivitamins, using eye drops, or resting more. While these may offer temporary comfort, they do not address the deeper biological issue: reduced circulation and declining cellular activity. Another common mistake is over-restricting physical movement due to fear of injury. Many seniors reduce walking or exercise because of joint pain or fatigue. However, this inactivity actually worsens the problem by further decreasing blood flow to the brain and eyes, which accelerates cognitive and visual decline. A third misunderstanding is focusing only on diet while ignoring movement. Nutrition is important, but without physical activity to circulate nutrients and oxygen, the body cannot effectively deliver what it receives. This creates a gap where symptoms continue even when lifestyle changes appear healthy on the surface. The critical point is that standard advice often targets symptoms, not the biological systems driving decline. That is why progress feels slow or inconsistent for many people. However, emerging research in aging physiology suggests that this process is not purely one way. When circulation and movement are strategically improved, some aspects of function, especially energy, clarity, and inflammation levels, can respond positively over time, even in later life. Now let's break down the most commonly recommended foods, drinks, and habits that influence vision clarity, memory support, and inflammation control after 60, ranked from least effective to most impactful based on biological value. Starting at number 10, multivitamin supplements are often the first choice for many seniors. They provide baseline micronutrients like vitamin A, C, and E, which support general eye and brain health. However, their limitation is that absorption varies widely with age, and they do not directly improve circulation or oxygen delivery. Verdict: helpful as support, but not a primary solution. At number 9, increased water intake supports hydration of brain tissue and eye moisture. Even mild dehydration can reduce cognitive sharpness by up to 10–15%. However, hydration alone cannot repair vascular stiffness or inflammation. Verdict: necessary but incomplete. At number 8, antioxidant-rich fruits like blueberries help reduce oxidative stress in brain cells. Studies show they may support memory performance in older adults by around 5–8% over time, but they still require proper blood flow to be effective. Verdict: protective but indirect. At number 7, green tea introduces catechins that may slightly reduce inflammation markers. Research suggests modest improvements in vascular function, but effects are gradual and dependent on consistent intake. Verdict: supportive but mild impact. At number 6, omega-3 rich foods like salmon or flaxseed help maintain cell membrane flexibility in brain and eye tissues. Clinical data shows improved cognitive function in some older adults by 10–12%. However, benefits are limited without physical activity. Verdict: strong nutritional support. At number 5, daily walking improves overall circulation and oxygen delivery. Studies in aging populations show walking 20–30 minutes daily can improve brain blood flow by up to 15%, but walking alone may not specifically target deep microcirculation in the brain and retina. Verdict: highly important foundation habit. At number 4, resistance band exercises enhance vascular elasticity and muscle activation. Research shows they may improve glucose metabolism and circulation efficiency by 10–18%. Limitation: requires consistency and correct form. Verdict: powerful structural support. At number 3, balance and coordination training, like slow heel-to-toe walking, directly activates neural pathways and improves brain-body connection. Some studies suggest improved reaction time and reduced fall risk by up to 20%. Verdict: strong neurological benefit. At number 2, deep breathing combined with gentle movement improves oxygen saturation and reduces stress-related inflammation. Clinical observations show measurable reduction in cortisol levels and improved brain oxygen delivery. Verdict: fast-acting internal reset. And at number 1, the most effective approach is low-impact rhythmic exercise that combines steady movement, breathing control, and full-body circulation activation, such as slow cycling, Tai Chi-inspired motion, or guided flow exercises. Research in aging physiology shows this type of movement can improve microcirculation efficiency, cognitive clarity, and inflammatory balance more effectively than isolated habits alone. This is because it activates multiple systems at once: the cardiovascular system, the nervous system, and the lymphatic system, all critical for brain and eye health after 60. Now focusing only on the most impactful strategies, the top 3 solutions combine movement, oxygen delivery, and circulation support in a way that directly targets brain, eye, and inflammatory health after 60. The number 3 solution is balance and coordination training. This includes slow heel-to-toe walking, standing single-leg balance near a wall, and controlled stepping patterns. These movements activate small stabilizing muscles and improve neural signaling between the brain and body. Over time, this may improve reaction speed, stability, and spatial awareness. The benefit is steady but depends on daily consistency. A limitation is that progress is gradual and may feel subtle in the beginning. The number 2 solution is deep breathing combined with gentle movement. Practicing slow inhalation through the nose for 4 to 5 seconds, holding briefly, and exhaling for 6 to 7 seconds while walking or stretching helps increase oxygen saturation. This supports brain function and may reduce stress-related inflammation. A harmless side effect can be slight lightheadedness in the beginning if done too quickly, so pacing is important. A medical caution is to avoid forcing deep breaths if there is a respiratory condition without professional guidance. The number 1 most effective solution is low-impact rhythmic circulation exercise. This includes slow cycling, seated leg movements, or flowing Tai Chi-style motions for 10-20 minutes daily. It works better than isolated methods because it activates continuous blood flow through the brain, eyes, and extremities at the same time. This supports microcirculation, which is the key driver behind clarity of vision and memory stability. For best results, perform this exercise once in the morning and once in the early evening. Keep intensity light to moderate, enough to slightly increase heart rate, but still allow comfortable breathing. Consistency matters more than intensity. A mild side effect may include temporary muscle warmth or mild fatigue in the first few days as circulation improves. The main caution is to avoid overexertion, especially if there are existing heart or joint conditions. After 60, 3 critical mistakes quietly accelerate decline: avoiding daily movement due to fear of discomfort, relying only on supplements instead of improving circulation, and staying sedentary for long periods during the day. These habits reduce oxygen delivery to the brain and eyes and increase inflammation over time. The key reframe is this: what looks like normal aging is often reduced biological activity, not permanent damage. The body still responds when circulation and movement are restored in a consistent way. For the next 30 days, the challenge is simple. Commit to daily low-impact rhythmic movement, light balance work, and controlled breathing. The goal is not perfection. It is restoring steady independence, clarity, and functional confidence in daily life.